going on, ladies and genitals? YOTESLAYA here, bringing you another Black Ops 2 multiplayer commentary. It's a little old now on Xbox, but this is going to be a multiplayer map, a 6v6 domination on the new map Dig. I think PS3 may be just now getting this, already got it, it's coming out soon, I'm not really sure. But this is on Dig. It's a decent game that I got. This is actually the first time I ever had played Dig. I kind of knew a little bit about the map because I had seen some videos on it, and it is a remake from the World at War map Courtyard, so I kind of had a sense for the way that it would play and stuff like that. You know, I wanted to tell you guys about the week that has unfolded for me, starting with last Thursday. If most of you probably are wondering where the Grand Theft Auto 5 Let's Play is, you're probably wondering where Tactical Nuke Tuesday is, you're probably wondering why I kind of pretty much just fell off of the face of the earth, and that's because I pretty much, in a sense, I kind of did, not literally, but I want to tell you guys about this. And before we go into this story, I am not proud of the story that you're about to hear. It actually has made the entire week pretty bad for me. Just overall, it sucks. Also, I do not condone of drinking and driving or drinking under the influence of alcohol. Okay, I'm not saying this as a way to boast the story. I'm just telling you guys how my week has went, and a lot of people wanted to hear my story and stuff like that, so I figured I would, go ahead and tell you guys this. Now, what happened was last Thursday, it was going into Friday morning when all this happened. It was late Friday morning. Last Thursday, I went over to my brother's, YOTESLAYA 27. Most of you have probably seen him on my channel here and there. We go over to his house, and we decide we want to go swimming. And I knew of a lake out in the boondocks, like way out in BFE. I'm like, dude, I got a perfect place we can go swimming. It's kind of got a little beach. We can just back the truck up there, and it'll be beautiful. It'll be perfect, okay? So we decide to go swimming. And, we're all adults here. Everybody was of age and stuff like that. So we take some alcohol with us just to go swimming. We're out in the middle of BFE. It does not make it right in any sense that we're out in BFE, because you shouldn't, and I know that. But we go out there and we're swimming and we're drinking, just having a good time and stuff like that. And like a couple weeks ago, I got a new truck. So my plates were still on my back window. They were not on my bumper. So we go swimming. We have a good time. We have a little bit to drink, and we're still out on the dirt roads, the country roads, where I have driven thousands of times. It's where I go hunting. I've been through here thousands of times, never seen a sheriff. So we're on our way home. We're just listening to some music, going literally 20 miles an hour when we seen this sheriff. And what it was is he was getting ready to turn onto the road that we were on, I believe. I don't know. He's just sitting there. But he was sitting on the road that was that would have led to our right. So I start to turn, and I see that it's a sheriff. So I stop. I don't turn, and I just turn off my turn signal and keep going. So he told me he thought that was suspicious enough to come check us out. So when he pulls up behind me, because of my license plate was on my back window and not on the bumper, he could not see it. So that gave him, he could pull me over for that, and he did. So we'd already been drinking. I'm like, oh my God, dude, we're screwed. So he pulls us over. It's obvious we're drinking, he can smell it on us, whatever, because we weren't really that far away from where we had been swimming. And he pulls us over, he gets me out, he does the sobriety test on me, does all this. And I do it, and I'm like, I'm doing a hell of a job here. I thought I was good to go because I didn't feel, I could tell I was drinking, obviously. Most drunk people would tell you that they're not drunk, but I honestly did not feel drunk at all. Was good. We were just cruising the back roads, whatever. So I do the sobriety test, where you got to walk the straight line and then pivot, turn around. I do that, no hitch, no problem. Then he has me hold up my foot 6 inches off the ground, look at my toes, and count to 30 by 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, which I found out is actually harder. Like the next days when I try to explain people what I had to do for the sobriety test, it was actually harder sober than when I was drunk. It was kind of fucked up. But anyways, so I do the sobriety test, and he's like, all right, so we're gonna need you to blow on this. And he tells me before has me blow to check my blood alcohol. He tells me, he's like, or no, it was after. Okay, so he's like, you need to blow in this. So I get up there and I blow into the thing, and he doesn't show me what it is or anything. And then he when I blow, I see .005 on the numbers, and I'm like, thank God, dude, I'm good. Because I honestly did not feel drunk. And so he's like, all right, so I'll give you a few minutes. Just go stand at the back of your truck. I'll give you a few minutes, and then we will do it again just to make sure it wasn't like alcohol on the breath or anything like that. So I'm standing by at the back of my truck. And then he comes back up. He's like, all right, you ready to do this again? I'm like, yeah. So I blow into it again. And he's like, all right, you're good. And I see .003. And I'm like, dude, thank God. I'm like, .003. And the sheriff looks at me. He's like, what? I was like, I blew .003. And I was like, I blew .005 the first time. And he takes the little thing and he turns it around and shows me what number is actually on the little breathalyzer, I guess is what you call it. And it is .187. And I'm like, holy shit. He goes, you don't even want to see the first one. He goes, you're a little over doubled, 2 times the limit right now. Your first one was almost 3 times over the limit. I blew like .22 something the first time. So I'm kind of glad he did it again. I blew .15 at the jail. And the guy tells me, like he was acting like he was my friend or something. He's like, buddy, I was going to let you drive home until you blew. He goes, I'm not going to lie. You did great on the sobriety. He's like, you did great on the test. And, you know, until you blew, I was going to let you drive home because he knew where we were going. We're out in the middle of BFE, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, if I was to let you go after, you know, with you blowing this high and you were to get in an accident or you were to get pulled over again, it would be back on me. So I've got to take you in. So I go to jail for the first time in my life. After I already knew what I blew, I go back there and he's like, can you step back here for me? I'm like, sure. So I walk back there and he's standing at his car and I just go and I put my hands behind my back and he goes, what, you think you're going to jail? And I said, yep. And he goes, yeah, you are. And he handcuffs me, put me in the car, and I'm sitting there like, motherfucker, dude. So I go to jail. I have to bail myself out, actually. And jail sucks. That's why I've not been very active, because I was in jail that day. I went in Friday morning. I ended up getting out Friday evening. And then ever since, like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, today, I just have to get out of the house, man, because I'm not this is the first time I've ever been to jail. First time I've ever been handcuffed. First time everything. And I was stressing out so bad, dude. Like, I just had to do, I was like I was on Facebook, all my friends was like, dude, I need to get out of my house. I need to clear my head. Can I please come over? People were there for me and it was so awesome, dude. But that's why I haven't been active. I wanted to apologize to you guys about it. I was only in jail one day. I could have uploaded and did stuff all the other days, but honestly, I was just so bummed out. Honestly, I was more bummed out in myself than anything because, I'm not a troublemaker. I'm not a criminal. I'm not anything like that. I just did something stupid. Everybody in their life will do something stupid at least once, and you just got to learn from it, okay? And believe me to God, I learned from all my mistakes, and I tried to be a better person. And you better effing believe I'm not going to drink and drive. I've actually had 5 beers since then. 2 on one different occasion, 3 on the other different occasion. The time I drank 2, I stayed at my buddy's house because of 2 beers. Okay, I didn't want to drive with even 2 beers in my system. The second time I drank was tonight, and a friend was driving. We went, it was a girl, but she's not a girlfriend, just a friend. We went on like a double date, I guess, with her friend and her boyfriend, and we drank a little bit there, and she was driving my truck. So, that's why I haven't uploaded, guys. And, I was going to blame it on Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm not going to lie. But, I'm just kidding. I wasn't really, but it'd been funny that I thought about doing it anyways. But that's why I haven't been active, guys. And, just let me clear my head. It may take a couple more days or whatever. Then we'll be back rocking. But it's just, like I said, I'm more bummed out about me letting myself down and everything and what's going on and stuff like that. I'm not proud of it at all, dudes. And you guys definitely don't want to go to jail. Believe me, it fucking sucks. If you want a video on my jail experience, I will talk you through all that nonsense. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. I hope you enjoyed that I'm kind of back. And I will see you beauties here in just a little bit. I'm not Minnesota Burns, and I do not try to copy him anyways. Bye.